We have CCNC now on his Storm Spirit about level 7.5, so kill participation by him is probably going to be coming here in the near future. He has that TP ready to go. Just in case something is to break out, he may be able to rotate over, and it looks like something may break out here, Lacoste. We have a smoke coming in from DC towards the bottom lane. Stan King has spotted it out, and it looks like he'll be the one to tank the gank. He has sent Bulba all the way back, but Abed will be able to jump on forward and get the finish.
Abed is
to be very bloody.
There it is, first vehicle attempt.
It's the Bulba bomb coming in, charging on forward, looking to go for Yawar, and it's going to be successful. They cancel out his TP, they pop out Mason. They're still trying to get a hold of him. Mason is able to charge on forward and get the finish there. CCNC trying to dance around with Bulba a bit, but now has to walk on back. Mason's making chase. Oh my god, can they finish him? Oh, it looks like they will be able to make it away. But look at this, Abed's made his move from behind. Gets a good catch onto Flea with the coil and should be able to get the finish. Bulba also in a bit of trouble, but look at that. The Grave is able to come out. Stan King wants to fight it forward and will be able to get off the Thunderstrike that will ultimately get the takedown of Bulba. But out of this top lane, and then we'll join the side of Bulba and probably farming through the jungle, avoiding a bit of the trouble. Or maybe making a bomb play. There we go. Smoke. Get in the backpack of Abed, and let's see what we can set up.
Oh, this sentry ward on mid doesn't reach the other ward, so it's good for DC.
Uh-oh. Blink right in. There goes the Veil. There goes the bomb. Yawar tries to man up with the ult, but like you were talking about, there's really no chance of survival when you kind of got that Veil and all that power.
He might consider going for a Manta style this game instead, just to remove the silence, remove the open wounds from Nightstalk, from Lifestealer.
Ooh, move in! Stan King tries to slow them down by dropping the Static Storm, but they get the vacuum pullback coming out from Snake King! Oh man, Freedom! Punch DC right in the face. Yeah.
Maybe just more burst damage. Deso into AC, I guess. A Basher if they want to lock down for a Storm.
They found Flea. Flea was moving in, trying to get a hold of that Invis rune. Snake King shows up. They're all spread in. He wants to chop at him a bit with his Ion Shell, but they're moving in hard. He helps out with the pipe. Now the move's there from CCNC, coming in from behind, and with the vacuum, they quickly take out Bulba. Oh, Static Storm going to be dropped, but it doesn't find anyone to lock inside. Forev now wants to get into the fight, moving in, trying to slash apart Snake King here. They need a bit more, and they will get it. Abed from the back end side moves in and pops out all of the damage to be able to clean things up.
Team Freedom doesn't want to take a fight before the Orchid is finished, especially for that Nyx, and they have a lot of silences. One for the... They need to control the Dazzle in a fight. One of the silences either from Nightstalker or an Orchid, or just pull him so he can't get the Grave off, and he's such an easy target.
Here we go. Abed bomb.
Everyone has their items up, so both teams, they want to fight now. Guardian Greaves, Orchid. On the Team Freedom side, there's Deso, and you have... what else was finished?
For Freedom side?
Yeah. Yeah, you have a Purge, Diffusal, and Troll.
Yeah. Here's Freedom. They've smoked. They're heading right across their ancient camp. DC are up and over on the opposite side, thinking about their move inside the Roche pit, that they're not there. Freedom are going all the way up in wrap. DC now show themselves in the lane.
Did both teams just use a scan?
Radiant scan. Oh, they've spotted out.
Now they can
Dazzle.
take a fight.
Yeah, they want to run in. Now there's no Shallow Grave. There's no Dazzle to worry about. They want to see what they can get a hold of here, and they spotted out Forev. Forev and Mason and Bulba all caught under the Static Storm, but they're able to man-fight it forward and take out CCNC super fast. Mason trying to survive. He hides within the Infest, pops it back out, and is now able to shred apart Freedom. Snake King wounded and weak, trying to run back and away. CCNC could be back in about 4 seconds' time, but this fight seems to be already over and in the favor of Digital Chaos.
Wow, if only Storm didn't die there, that's pretty much it.
He died so fast. And now with that, DC are going to be rewarded with their own +1 objective, moving in for the Roche pit. And with the help of that medallion, how hard Mason hits shouldn't take that long at all. And Freedom, though they may be kind of in the neighborhood, they are not going to look to go for any sort of player defense.
That was a fight 4 versus 5, and they still managed to lose it. Storm needs a defensive item. He doesn't want to commit to Yule Scepter. Might not be bad against Nyx, and just TP on the bottom and they reset the fight with him. Or you can say that he just fed a kill, that's it.
A lot of people were saying like Pi and how he feeds and stuff like that is very similar to that.
Yeah, I'm trying to see the like a good side of it.
Yeah, then there is like some of these supports, if they're just so underfarmed and so malnourished, they'll come back into the game so fast that it might end up working in the better by baiting out an early feed like that one. Here comes Digital Chaos sieging into the high ground, the first high ground push of this grand final, trying to take it into the Freedom, but Freedom already tag up their first shrine. A hit onto Mason. They glimpse him back inside, and now he wants to man-fight a bit. There's going to be the coil committed plus the troll ulti. They're trying to hide within the coil, but then frantically move about, and finally they put their focus all onto Yawar, and they're going to be able to bring him down. He does have a buyback, but otherwise he's going to be out for 50 seconds. CCNC dances in and out a bit, but already low on the mana. Mason's going to be happy to move right back in and go to work onto this tier 3. He still even holds his Aegis. Now they put their focus onto CCNC. They hit him with the silence, and he's going to be forced to deny. But he has no buyback, so he's out for 30. Yawar's back in action right now, but it's just looking disastrous for Freedom. This was looking all DC all day, moving in, forcing Flea back inside their fountain. It looks like they found an opportunity to make a move onto Bulba and take him out of the fight, but Mason is still working with the objective at hand. 2 more attacks should be able to take out the Rax. The first one, Forev will pay the price for it. He gets off the deny at the end too. Very nice.
This is the best way to left. You just go back, repeat it. So Team Freedom needs to take a fight there, or you're just gonna lose the Rax.
Now Freedom back, able to get themselves back out from the base once again. Poor CCNC now down to 8 charges and a cooldown Bloodstone, but it is nighttime. They can go for one last little bit of action as he jumps off to the mid lane. Abed is able to get off the shift. Can they finish him off? No, the Grave comes off. They can't get to the Dazzle and silence him. All focused onto that puck. And now comes out another counterfight opportunity going for DC. They send Abed back and away. They get the coil onto Snake King. He goes for the TP and he will be able to make it out, but the focus down the mid lane is going to be on Stand King, and he will not be as fortunate. He goes down. Abed picks up that one, securing a killing spree for himself, and now possibly the tier 2 tower.
Storm just wants to skip the creeps so they don't have anything for the push, clear the wave. Already a charge committed.
TP jump. Okay, he's gone.
Still Aegis on Lifestealer.
Yep, jump in. There's that Lifestealer. Hard shots onto Yawar. He gets silenced, but he's able to go back and tag the Shrine. Now he wants to go back in and fight it out, but they are not quite getting their targets. They're waiting. They drop the vacuum and the wall, but DC make it back outside. Oh, that is a hard spell to commit now for your defense. DC just straight up walk back and away, satisfied with their winnings. And because they took down that tier 3, this means that they can now get more money secured by finishing the shrines.
There is not a single kiting item on the side of Team Freedom yet. You need to have one against Nyx. I see Darkseer has one queued up. 4 staff, but he doesn't want to buy it. He wants to save the buyback if they focus him. But they needed it. This fight and the previous one just removed the focus from the Storm, force him out of the fight.
Oh, mid lane. They have that coil set up onto Snake King. He does get the help with the glimpse send back, and Boba wants to charge in. It looks like Snake King's going to be fine. Shrugs off the gank, thanks to his team, and makes it back mid. I mean, you do make a good point. A lot of these mobility items would be very useful to try to kite away Mason, but we got to give credit to Abed. He's been laying down some sick coils and allowing Mason to be right inside the fight. Difficult for Freedom to even step away, but it is going to be something to deal with here. Mason now has a double damage rune as he ascends into the mid lane. Oh my god, look at the damage on this tower.
Yeah, that's AC Deso.
Jump in from CCNC. This is a straight up jump. He's not looking to TV back to the fountain and puts all of his focus onto Mason. Mason is going to get hit with the Grave. They have the Static Storm, the pullback vacuum, the kinetic field, all to hold him inside. But can they even get down that Aegis? No! They turn back onto CCNC and they will be able to finish him off. He's forced to buy back as this is the final hurrah for Freedom for game number 1. DC could back out now, make the safe play, and really have a leverage in this game, but It seems like that might be the play. Freedom are in desperation mode at this point. After repositioning, it looks like they're not going to be able to get anything from this. And they straight up throw in the towel. Game number 1 of this grand final is going to belong to Digital Chaos.
Wow. They had so much lead that they blew it all away.